be a great way to brighten our lives. That's why we've made it easier than ever to get started, with things like Glidden paint color testers for every color and top 10 color lists. There's nothing to hold you back. You don't have to be a painter to love Glidden. Glidden gets you going.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to rattle off influences, Warhol, Eames, Saarinen, Cyndi Lauper, Pet Shop Boys, Depeche Mode, Kraftwerk, Grace Jones, the whole disco era, Donna Summer, Liza Minnelli, my mother, Betsy Johnson. I love anything that Karl Lagerfeld does. I love John Waters films. I'm a huge Tim Burton fan. I love Alfred Hitchcock. To list inspiration is kind of pointless for me because I truly find inspiration in pretty much everything.
Sorting all the lights and darks, making sure our love won't lose that spark. You really didn't have to. Funny pictures that you take, dinner out instead of shake and bake. You really didn't have to.
When I first moved into the apartment, there was very little furniture and white walls, and the first thing that we decided to do to kind of change the space, give it a little bit more of a personality, was to paint the walls. And I let Georgie, my boyfriend, choose the color. I'm all for matchy-matchy. A lot of people are shy away from that, but I love when walls match shoes that match chairs. And so we started with this chair, which is the Jasper Morrison chair, plastic chair. We love the color. Georgie chose the color. We painted the wall in about 2 hours. It's called Flaming Orange, too. How appropriate is that? My decorating style is haphazard. It's a mixed bag. It's a lot of different elements. And so it might be a poster in one room, it might be a table in another, but kind of building it off of that. I just like to see red here, blue here, white here, like a Mondrian painting or an Andy Warhol painting where it's basic, intense, primary colors. There's no running of the colors. They're all clearly defined in blocks and squares and shapes. The toys are great because there's a lot of color and it's kind of chaotic, but it's contained chaos. I love telling this story. Is a Barbie doll that is Tippi Hedren. And last Thanksgiving, I invited some friends up to my house upstate for Thanksgiving, and we watched Alfred Hitchcock films all weekend, and one of which was The Birds. And you know, as a thank you gift in the mail, I got sent a Tippi Hedren bird-attacked Barbie doll. That's me making that noise. Sometimes they talk to me. I don't let many people know that, though. They keep me happy, too. You know, it's a lot of faces to look back at you. I like people. Sometimes I'll make them talk to one another. I'm weird. There's a common motif and theme of faces. They're everywhere. They're in the art, they're on the clothing, they're on the toys, and there's something about the human face that makes me happy. The hat's a Philip Treacy hat, and it is an Andy Warhol image that was put on a hat. So it's a marriage of kind of my two loves, fashion and art. It's a little feminine though, so I don't wear it out too much. I like my toys. She talks to me sometimes too. She loves Michael Jackson. I started blogging 10 years ago, and at first it was a hobby. It was a new form. It was something people didn't even know the word blog, and it was at that time a close-knit community of people all over the world who basically kept online journals. It's my therapy, I like to say. It's a place where I present myself to the world, but it's become an important part of who I am. I mean, I fell into furniture. My ex worked for Design Within Reach, and so I was kind of married to the company. I never in my wildest dreams imagined I'd work in a retail shop, but I really did develop a true love and passion for furniture. My success at DWR led me to my current job, which is at Blue Dot. They're a design and manufacturing house that's based in Minneapolis. I love their product. Like myself, they have an irreverent, colorful view. on design and on furniture, and it's been a perfect marriage.
Sorting all the
My
lights
last
and
apartment, it had deep set windows, 17-foot ceilings, and I painted them lemon yellow, and it was just the wrong yellow. It dried much darker, and after 4 months of living with this yellow, I freaked out and I went and painted it dark gray. Many people are afraid of color because you buy an orange sofa and a year from later you're like, oh my God, there's an orange sofa in my living room. And I've gone through that. There was a year where I went through 3 different sofas, a lime green one, a beige one, and then a gray one. But, it's a risk you take, but it's in buying things that may not age as gracefully. They may seem out of place years from now, but the alternative to living in a sterile space is, I could never live that way.
oh, Mary, I'm not coming home too soon. Tell all our babies that Daddy has gone to the moon. My feet were sold to this winding road. My feet were sold, baby.